Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be mixing things up a little bit, and by that I mean we are going to be doing matcha. For those of you guys who don't know what matcha is essentially green tea powder. It has a lot of good benefits for you. It's high in antioxidants. It boosts metabolism a little bit, and it has a little bit of caffeine, but as opposed to coffee, where all of the caffeine hits you all at once, I feel like the caffeine in matcha kind of is released a little bit at a time. So there's a lot of history, culture, and traditions behind matcha. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know half of those. I just really enjoy drinking matcha by itself and with a couple other ingredients. So I wanted to share with you guys my top 3 favorite ways of drinking matcha. All of these drinks today will be iced just because I personally prefer iced drinks, but you can also drink matcha hot, of course. Matcha is also really good in desserts, smoothies, so there's a lot of different ways you can use matcha. These are just 3 that I think taste really good and are really easy. So the matcha I'm using today is this one. I got this one from Costco, I believe. It's 12 ounces for, I think it was $20. And that's, I think, considered pretty cheap. Matcha's a pretty expensive purchase. I will link some options in the description box down below if you don't have a Costco membership. I have tried some of them. These are pretty good. They are a bit pricey though. And I will also link a cheaper alternative that I have heard great things about. But I feel like for drinks, you do want to pick up a pretty good quality matcha powder, just because low quality matcha powder could leave, I feel like, a gritty or like powdery taste in your drink, and that's definitely not good. This one from Costco is pretty solid. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. So let's just get started. Okay, today I'm going to be using this matcha whisk and bowl. One of my good friends actually gifted this to me, and this is my first time using it. And you definitely don't have to use this. This is just what I'm using today. You can use a regular whisk. This is a bamboo whisk. I'll link a similar one in the description box below that you can buy on Amazon. This is the bamboo spoon that you scoop the matcha powder out with, and of course the bowl. So for every single recipe today, we are going to be starting off with a matcha base. And for my matcha base, I like to do about half a tablespoon of matcha powder. And you want to make sure you sift that through a fine sieve pretty well, just because you don't want any clumps in your matcha powder. And then I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of water. We take our whisk and we want to go back and forth in, like, I guess an M or a W shape. And you want to make sure you get all of the powder mixed in really, really well with the water. You don't want any solid matcha powder clumps. And you kind of want to just whisk your mixture until it's slightly frothy. So for this first drink, we're going to be making a dirty matcha, and that's essentially just matcha and espresso. So to your cup, pour your matcha base, add about 1 cup of ice. Don't forget to spill your ice everywhere. About 1 cup of almond milk or your milk of choice. And then today I'm going to be using a Bianco Legro espresso shot from my handy dandy Nespresso machine. And then pour that on top of your matcha and milk. Obviously, get a bigger cup than I did. This did not fit. Yeah, this doesn't look the best. I don't know, my pouring technique wasn't great, but let's mix it on up. It still doesn't look the best, but I promise you this tastes amazing. I forgot to add a sweetener to this drink, but some simple syrup or white chocolate mocha sauce would make it taste great. So for this second drink, we're gonna start off with our matcha base again. Sift, sift, sift. Make sure you get all the clumps out, and then we're gonna whisk, whisk, whisk until it's slightly frothy. So for this drink, we're gonna be making a matcha lemonade. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I promise it's really good. This time we're going to start off with a cup of ice. Don't forget to spill it everywhere. And then I'm going to be using Simply Lemonade today. You can use freshly squeezed lemonade or whatever you'd like. You're going to want to add about a cup of lemonade to your ice and then just top it off with the matcha mixture. This looks so pretty. This gradient turned out a lot better than the last one. And I always think a prettier drink tastes better. I don't know, it's just a fact. And then we want to give this a good mix. Make sure your matcha is well incorporated with your lemonade. I swear this drink is delicious. I was kind of shocked at how good it was the first time I had it. And I'm honestly not a huge lemonade person. I definitely recommend giving this one a try. It's really refreshing and it's really easy to make. So for this last drink, we're going to be making Boba Guys' strawberry matcha latte. This is probably my favorite way of drinking matcha. It is so good. Again, start off by making your matcha base, same thing. And now we want to take our strawberry puree. And the way to make this is you just cut up a bunch of strawberries, add about 2 cups to your blender, and since it's strawberry season, they're already kind of sweet, so we're going to be adding 1/3 cup of sugar. And I know this sounds like a lot, but we're not going to be adding any other sweetener to the drink itself. And you want to leave the puree a little bit chunky. To your cup, add about 1/3 cup of your strawberry puree. I actually like to add a little bit more, but again, you can adjust it to your personal preference. Add your ice, spill it everywhere. Add some almond milk or your milk of choice, and then top it off with your matcha base. This drink is seriously so delicious. I actually have a full video on how to make this recipe. I will link it below. It's pretty, it's delicious, it's easy, and it's super refreshing for the summer. You want to give this a good mix or else you're gonna be just drinking milk matcha or strawberry puree. I swear to you guys, this drink is literally so good. And the strawberry puree lasts for about a week to 2 weeks in your fridge. I think that's going to be it for this week's video. If you try any of these recipes, let me know how you like them in the comments down below. Also, let me know your favorite way of drinking matcha. I'm always looking to try out new recipes. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Da 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 da.